Experience the transformative power of Franklin D. Roosevelt's quotes. Join us on an inspirational journey and let his words spark the fire of positive change in your life. Certainly, here are 50 motivational quotes by Franklin D. Roosevelt. 1. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. 2. Happiness lies not in the mere possession of money. It lies in the joy of achievement, in the thrill of creative effort. 3. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. 4. We cannot always build the future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future. 5. The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. 6. When you come to the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. 7. Remember always that all of us, and you and I especially, are descended from immigrants and revolutionists. 8. The only way to have a friend is to be one. 9. Competition has been shown to be useful up to a certain point and no further, but cooperation, which is the thing we must strive for today, begins where competition leaves off. 10. Freedom means the supremacy of human rights everywhere. 11. A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. 12. True individual freedom cannot exist without economic security and independence. 13. Men and nature must work hand in hand. The throwing out of balance of the resources of nature throws out of balance also the lives of men. 14. In our personal ambitions, we are individualists, but in our seeking for economic and political progress as a nation, we all go up or else all go down as one people. 15. The virtues are lost in self-interest as rivers are lost in the sea. 16. Self-interest is the enemy of all true affection. 17. More than an end to war, we want an end to the beginnings of all wars. 18. We must especially beware of that small group of selfish men who would clip the wings of the American eagle in order to feather their own nests. 19. To reach a port, we must sail. Sail, not tie at anchor. Sail, not drift. 20. I do not believe that any of us would exchange places with any other people or any other generation. 21. The structure of world peace cannot be the work of one man or one party or one nation ... It must be a peace which rests on the cooperative effort of the whole world. 22. The only thing we need to fear is fear itself. 23. The only sure bulwark of continuing liberty is a government strong enough to protect the interests of the people and a people strong enough and well enough informed to maintain its sovereign control over the government. 24. The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. 25. A conservative is a man with two perfectly good legs who, however, has never learned how to walk forward. 26. Confidence thrives on honesty, on honor, on the sacredness of obligations, on faithful protection, and on unselfish performance. Without them, it cannot live. 27. If civilization is to survive, we must cultivate the science of human relationships, the ability of all peoples of all kinds to live together in the same world at peace. 28. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorns have roses. 29. We must be the great arsenal of democracy. 30. In the truest sense, freedom cannot be bestowed, it must be achieved. 31. It is common sense to take a method and try it. If it fails, admit it frankly and try another. But above all, try something. 32. Human kindness has never weakened the stamina or softened the fiber of a free people. A nation does not have to be cruel to be tough. 33. Democracy cannot succeed unless those who express their choice are prepared to choose wisely. The real safeguard of democracy, therefore, is education. 34. I ask you to judge me by the enemies I have made. 35. We are all in this together, and we are going to solve our problems together. 36. We must scrupulously guard the civil rights and civil liberties of all our citizens, whatever their background. 37. We, and all others who believe in freedom as deeply as we do, would rather die on our feet than live on our knees. 38. When you see a rattlesnake poised to strike, you do not wait until he has struck before you crush him. 39. Men are not prisoners of fate, but only prisoners of their own minds. 40. No government can help the destinies of people who insist on putting sectional and class consciousness ahead of general weal. 41. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. 42. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. 43. The liberty of a democracy is not safe if the people tolerate the growth of private power to a point where it becomes stronger than the democratic state itself. That in its essence is fascism, ownership of government by an individual, by a group, or any controlling private power. 44. We, the people, are the boss, and we will get the kind of political leadership, be it good or bad, that we demand and deserve. 45. Prosperous farmers mean more employment, more prosperity for the workers and the businessmen of every industrial area in the whole country. 46. The sovereign privilege of a just government is to be sovereign. 47. The world does not belong to us, we belong to the world. 48. The only sure bulwark of continuing liberty is a government strong enough to protect the interests of the people, and a people strong enough and well enough informed to maintain its sovereign control over its government. 49. I do not believe any of us would exchange places with any other people or any other generation. 50. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. These quotes by Franklin D. Roosevelt are a testament to his leadership, wisdom, and his dedication to the betterment of society.